Awesome. We are live. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Blog to Bank Challenge. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom. I am so excited that you're here. Hello to everyone in our VIP Zoom room. Make sure as you're jumping on, you turn your video on so we can see your beautiful face, and let us know in the chat, where in the world are you? Where in the world are you? I'm going to make sure I can see comments on Facebook as well. Technology, we're just kind of everywhere. It's so cool. Where in the world are you? And we are going to get the party started. Hey, Kim. We got Indiana. We got the UK. We got people from all over. This is so exciting. Wilmington, North Carolina, Denver, Colorado. I am loving it. Amazing. Nomads currently, wait, where are you? In the middle of Wyoming. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's make sure we got our live video going in the Facebook group. Just got to make sure. And I think we're good to go. Yes, we're good. All right, we got Michelle in Indiana. Amazing. Let's get the party started. So welcome, you guys. Welcome to the Blog to Bank Challenge. We have over 3,000 people registered for this challenge, which is crazy. And it's such an honor. I was just taking some time to get my energy up before the challenge. And I'm just grateful. Very, very grateful that you are here. I know you could be doing anything with your time, and you chose to spend it here with me. So it is an honor to be here with you. So just a little bit of housekeeping before we start. 11 o'clock Eastern time every single day. So same time, same place, every single day. If you don't know what time that is in your time zone, we have people from all over the world registered for this challenge. Just go to timezoneconverter.com. But it's going to be this time, 11 o'clock Eastern every day. And show up. Show up every day because we've got some incredible prizes. Make sure you text IMPACT to 815-357-4020, and that way you can chat with me over text message. And then some of the prizes that we're giving away during this challenge include an hour of private consulting with me. It's a $2,000 value, a free month inside of my signature coaching program, Activate, a month of us managing your Pinterest account, and a lot more. So we've got over $10,000 worth of prizes. And we actually kind of blown away by this. We have a special prize for our VIPers. And so we have inside of Activate, we have our WordPress expert, Stephanie Latour. And she's like, Rachel, I want to give away something really juicy to our VIPers. So we're going to raffle off a new custom website to one of our VIPers. So amazing. Okay. So this is everything that's included in the custom website with Stephanie Latour. To be entered to win, you need to show up and do your homework every day. We're going to give you some prompts for you to do your homework and use the hashtag for our daily prompts. All right. All right. So who here is brand new to me and my challenges? If you're brand new, I see Susan with your hand raised. You can either raise your hand or let me know in the chat. If you are brand spanking new to me, this is like your first time, first challenge. Hannah's new, Denise is new, Tina's new. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Babette is new, Susan is new. I love it. So I'm Rachel. I said that already, Rachel Ngom. I'm a wife to my husband, Alphonse, for the past 10 years, a mom to TJ. He just turned 8 and Gabrielle is 1. And when I'm not running this business, I am typically drinking wine, eating cheese, and watching Friends reruns. Did anybody watch the reunion episode? I signed up for HBO Max and figured out how to stream it here in Senegal. It was amazing. I watched it twice already. Still obsessed with Friends for the rest of my life. So, yes. I love it. Love it. So typically watching Friends or traveling the world. So I love seeing where in the world a lot of you are. We got Brenda in the Facebook group from Texas, and you guys are from all over. So the thing is, when you have an online business, you could be anywhere in the world. So I've grown this business while we lived in America, while we were living in France. And I'm currently in West Africa in a little country called Senegal. This is where my husband's from and where we met. And so I just want you to know you are in the right place. We have had thousands of students go through this challenge, and it is transformative. Okay. So just some of our students saying how much going through this challenge has impacted them. So I just want you to know you are in the right place. Okay. So this challenge is for you. If you're sick of working harder, but not seeing any actual results to show for it. If you have a message that you want to get out to the world, but you're just not sure how to do it, and you need something that's simple and a step-by-step strategy that's going to help you leverage your time to get more clients, and you're looking to grow your business smart and to stop trading time for money, and you want to automate your lead generation and sales process so you spend less time working. If that sounds like you, type me in the chat. That is me. That is me. Yeah, I love it. Yes. Hey, Lori. Hey, Kim. Love it, love it, love it. And you're ready to take your business to the next level. So if you're like, I'm all in and I'm ready to take my business to the next level, type next level in the chat. Next level. We are going to the next level. Yes. So this challenge is not for you if you're not willing to try something new. I'm going to ask you to do some things that are kind of uncomfortable. I'm telling you that right now. And you might have some resistance for it, but trust me, I always have your best interest at heart. And the things I'm going to ask you to do, it's going to help you grow. And it's going to help you get to that next level. Because how many of you know you don't get to the next level by doing what's easy and comfortable? You do it by stretching yourself and getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. So this challenge is not for you if you want a quick fix. Anything worthwhile is going to take work, but I'm going to lay this out for you so it is super simple for you to implement. And I'm going to over deliver as much as I possibly can in the next week. I truly pour my heart and soul into these challenges. And I'm always thinking about how can I best support you and how can I help you get to that next level. So what you can expect is you're going to learn some of my top strategies that took me from struggling blogger to earning millions online and impacting millions online. And what you can expect is total transparency. I am an open book. You can literally ask me anything. I'm not going to just sugarcoat anything in my life or in my business. I typically have children running in and out while I'm trying to do something. I'm like, hello. I should probably start locking the door, but I'll share the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what I need from you, your attention and your willingness to think outside the box. And I want you to stay high energy with me. I was just having a little dance party, having the time of my life. So I want to make sure if you're like laying down on the couch, get up and keep some energy with me. It's going to help you retain what it is that you're learning. And I need you to have a positive attitude. So I see you guys with your cameras on in our VIP Zoom room. I would love it if you would just smile. I love seeing your beautiful smiles. Yes, Rose. Yes, Arfana. I love it. You guys are gorgeous. And just know that we are helping each other win. We are working together to help each other win. So to get the most out of the challenge, don't sign up for other stuff this week. How many of you see like an Instagram or a Facebook ad and you're like, ooh, I'll do this. Ooh, I'll do this too. I'll do this one too. And then you sign up for all the things and then you end up doing nothing, or you do like one day and then you stop because you feel overwhelmed. Type me in the chat if you have done that before. What I want you to do is to stay focused with me here. Because if you start and finish this challenge, 1, you're a champion because you finished what you started. 2, you're going to be so much further along in your business, okay? What else you can expect? You can expect to learn for about an hour each day. So I'll be going live with a challenge content for an hour each day. And then in VIP, to our VIPers in our VIP Zoom room, we'll be going for an extra hour of content, and then we'll be staying on for some extra Q&A as well. And so I just want to make sure you have the time in your calendar right now. And for our VIPs, if you have to miss a day, you're getting the recording, okay? All right. And to get the most out of the challenge, invite a friend. Don't keep it to yourself. Send them to joinblogchallenge.com. If you're like, I have a business bestie that needs this. I need someone to go through this with me. Send them the link to register at joinblogchallenge.com. And if you have not upgraded to VIP, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. You're going to be learning so much more. Like, you're going to learn a ton during the challenge, but VIPs, our past VIPs will tell you VIP is where it's at. You're getting an extra hour of coaching from some of our experts. We actually just secured an Olympic gold medalist to come in on Friday to talk to you guys. We didn't even talk about that yet. So you'll be getting an additional hour of coaching. We'll be talking about SEO, how to get found with search engine optimization, how to create words that sell, how to manage your mindset. And you'll also be getting our profitable blog starter system and get your blog reviewed by me. So if you have not joined VIP, make sure to go to rachelandgoem.com/go VIP. The link is right here, and Michelle will be putting it in the comment section. Today's VIP session is with Mindy, and she's going to be sharing with us how you can discover the secret habits and routines of successful bloggers. So she helps her clients have more energy, be more productive, and have tons of focus. And her Unlock Your Magic formula uses NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, to rewire your brain for success and to create feelings that free you from habits, thoughts, and beliefs that are keeping you stuck, overwhelmed, playing small, or feeling like a failure in your business. So Mindy will be sharing with you these secret habits and routines that will unlock your own magic in today's VIP session. VIPers, who's excited for Mindy today? She is incredible. She is just so high energy and amazing. And here is what I want you to do, and your commitment to yourself, not to me. This is to yourself, that you're going to finish what you start. How you do anything is how you do everything. So I want you to think about your life and your business, and how many times have you started something, but you have not finished it and you have not followed through. I want you to think about that. And I want you to tell yourself, I'm starting right now to finish what I start. Okay? So who is committed to being a finisher and being here on day 5? Type I'm a finisher in the chat. I am a finisher. Type I am a finisher in the chat. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You are a finisher, and we get to finish strong. I love it, Susan. I love it, Rose. Yes. Okay, so I want you to meet our team. So the challenge, yes, you're going to be seeing me, but you're also going to be experiencing our incredible team at She's Making an Impact. So a lot of you are going to be meeting Stephanie. You're going to be meeting Mike. You're going to be meeting Lizzie and Michelle as well. So just know that they're all incredible. And if you get to speak with any of them, they are awesome. Michelle, specifically, if you have questions about, I haven't received an email or I didn't get the recording or anything like that, you could just reach out to Michelle. She's here right now, but also email us clientcare@rachelandgoem.com. So many of you are finishers, and I love it. And that starts with us taking it one day at a time. So to be a finisher, show up tomorrow, and then you show up the next day, and then you show up the next day. And before you know it, you're on day 5 and you have finished strong. So my promise to you, I will not waste your time. Everything that I put into these challenges, it's very intentional to help you get to the next level. I will not overwhelm you. There's a fine line between over-delivering and overwhelming. So my promise is I will not overwhelm you. And like I said before, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to keep it real. So how many of you know complexity is the enemy of execution? It's not me that said that. It was Tony Robbins. And it's so true. I want to make this as easy as humanly possible for you to show up each day and take massive action. So what you're going to learn each day. Day 1, we're going to talk about what to do first to monetize your blog. Day 2, tomorrow, we're talking about the secret sauce. Day 3, an essential step to creating a profitable blog. Day 4, monetizing your blog. Day 5, what not to do in blogging. Which day are you most excited for? Let me know in the chat. And if you show up and go all in, we might have a bonus day on email marketing, AKA like the automation and super strategy behind your blog. Yes, Brenda, you are a finisher. April, yes, you are. Yes, yes, yes. Day 3, day 3, day 3, day 4, all of them, the secret sauce. I will tell you, every day is good. Every day is good. So be here every single day. So we have so many of you that are new. So I want to share a little bit of my story with you in hopes that you're going to be able to see yourself in my story. And by me sharing my story, you're going to be able to see what it had to take for me to be able to make and impact millions. Okay. When I started back in 2013, my son was just a little baby. I had no online experience. I had 400 Facebook friends. We were actually on food stamps and had negative $400 in our checking account. Had a brand new baby. I was 80 pounds overweight and I was stressed out, frustrated, and lost. And so I didn't want to leave our son in daycare, and working in a cubicle honestly sounded like prison. The only job I could find was cleaning equipment at our local gym for minimum wage. Let me know in the chat, who here has faced a tough situation like that? We're like, I have no idea how I'm going to be able to pay for X. And I know a lot of us have experienced this with the pandemic. Yeah, right there. There right now. Yep. It sucked. It was so hard. I was just thinking of my husband and I have been married for we've been together for 11 years. We've lived in 11 different places during those 11 years. And I didn't count the sleazy motels infested with bed bugs and cigarette smokers right next door when I'm pregnant and all of that when we were going through that situation. So back then, it sucked and it was hard. And a lot of you, I see, Brittany, that's where we're at right now. Tina slept in my car. Yes. So you're not alone. And when I was going through that, I knew that there was something out there that was bigger than what I was doing. And I knew that I was born to create an impact. Do you know, like you feel it in your gut and in your soul, that you were put on this planet to do more than what you're doing right now, and that you were born to create an impact? Type impact in the chat if you're like, yep, I know it. And it's a feeling in your gut and in your soul. So all of you, so many of you. Yes. Yes. Yes, Cindy. Yes, Sybil. Yes, Aggie. It's 100% possible. And I want you to write this down, and I want you to really start to internalize this over our time together. It's that you are made for more. So I want you to write down, I am made for more. What you're doing right now, it doesn't mean your future is going to suck too. Trust me. You are made for more. Yes, you're typing it in the chat. I am made for more. Yes. In the chat, let me see it. Yes, Denise. Yes, Babette. I love it. I am made for more. Yes, yes, yes. So things started to change. After going through the hard times and having that feeling in my gut, I was made for more. I joined a network marketing company, and I was able to reach the top 0.01% of the company. I was earning a cushy 6-figure income. It was great. And then the company restructured. My income was cut in half, and I was left again scrambling. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I knew I was like born entrepreneur. How many of you like having a real job, like being in a cubicle or something like that, like you're not made for the 9-to-5. I've been asked a few times since we've been here in Senegal, hey, I'm hiring like a marketing director and it has amazing benefits. You can send your kid to this $25,000 a year school for free. And I'm like, it sounds great. I don't need it. And I am pretty much unemployable at this point. Like I've had the taste of freedom, and I am not going back. So back then I had 50,000 followers on Facebook. I had 20,000 followers on Instagram, 330,000 YouTube views, 20,000 people on my email list, 36,000 people coming to my blog every single month. And so my people wanted more from me outside of my network marketing company. And what I did is I created this little $9 ebook that made $1,000 the day it launched, and it actually crashed my website. And so that's a quality problem. When you create something and you have so many people trying to buy it that they can't actually buy it, and they're messaging you, hey, Rachel, I'm trying to buy your thing, but it's not working. Your website's just spinning. We had to upgrade our hosting. And that ebook still sells on a blog I haven't touched actually in 3 years at this point, which is crazy. Sybil says, I'm ditching the 9-to-5. Yes. So then I'm like, okay, my people want more from me. what else could I do? So I had the idea, could I create an online course? How many of you have had the idea of creating an online course? Something. We'll talk more about that on monetizing your blog on day 4. And so I decided I'm going to pre-sell this thing, which it means it wasn't actually created yet, but I sold it. People started to buy it. And so I sent out an email to my list and I made $1,000 with 2 emails. And that online course still sells on that blog that I haven't touched, like I said, in years. And this is the exact email that I sent to my list. And so at that point, I wanted out of the fitness space. So I started teaching what I learned about entrepreneurship and social media. And I started this business, She's Making an Impact, at the end of 2017. And I had no following. Everyone knew me for fitness, not business. And my mom was like, are you nuts? You're giving up like your hundreds of thousands of followers to start over? And what I told her is sometimes you have to give up the good to go for the great. How many of you have felt like a pivotal moment where you're like, this is the thing that's working, but I feel like I'm called to go over here, right? So when I started this business, like I said, 0 audience in that space. September, I pre-sold Pin with Purpose. Do we have any Pin with Purpose students here, by the way? Pin with Purpose is our program teaching Pinterest marketing, how to generate new leads and sales from Pinterest. Ooh, we got quite a few. Mariah, Ebony, Yvette, Civil, Amber, Jen, amazing. I love it. Love it. So we launched this bad boy the first time, September of 2017, right when I started this business. And I made a little over $1,000 the first time I launched it, which I was ecstatic. I was like, the course wasn't even done yet. People want to learn how to do Pinterest from me. This is amazing. December did my first challenge and did $5,000 during that challenge. And I was like, okay, people want to learn this. People want to learn what I know. Like, this is crazy. April 2018, we relaunched it. And I remember vividly, I was speaking at She's Building Her Empire Live, and we did $49,000 in 5 days. And when I tell you that, I always feel kind of like, I don't know, weird saying that, but I want you to understand my heart and my intent. It's not to say, ooh, look at me, look what I can do. It's so you can see that you can do it too. And there's absolutely nothing special about me. We were able to double my yearly income in 5 days. And that course is automated. We have over 2,000 students that have gone through that program. And so I want you to understand, if you think you can't do this, I don't have a social media background or a business degree. I didn't have connections or a big friends list. I didn't live in a big town. We were living in a very small town with a newborn when I started. So I want you to understand, no matter your past, no matter your background, no matter your current circumstances, you have what other people need. You know something that other people need. You can turn your I can't into I can and I will. So type in the chat, I can and I will. No matter your past, no matter your background, I can and I will. Yes. And if you've gone through the hard time where you're not sure how you're going to pay for anything, or you're just like, I have no idea what's happening next, you can turn your fear into your faith and know that the best is yet to come. So here's the deal. During this challenge, yes, we're talking about how you can blog to bank, how you can make money blogging, but I want to help you here too. And I want you to help you be bold and to think bigger than you have ever thought before, because you are truly capable of greatness. So I want you to understand, and I want you to start to imagine. Can you imagine building a relationship with your ideal client without actually having to be there at that moment and being able to make sales whenever, wherever? Maybe you take the kids to Disney. Maybe you're on a honeymoon, like a second honeymoon with your hubby. You're on a mission trip. You're doing whatever it is that lights you up. Can you imagine? Because it is 100% possible. So why blogging? This is what's possible. I looked at my blog and I'm like, wow, I've had 400,000 people see one of my blog posts. Wow. And I want you to see here too. This is when I was blogging consistently back in 2017, right here. And then I stopped publishing on that blog. And over a year later, my traffic actually increased. And so I want you to think about how hard you are working. Where are you trying to get leads right now? Just let me know in the chat. Are you focused on Instagram? Are you focused on Facebook groups? Or where are you? And what are you trying to do? Let me know. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, blog and Instagram, both Facebook groups. Let me know on Facebook in our group. Where are you? Insta, Facebook, Insta. Okay. Facebook, Insta, blog. I want you to think free leads from Pinterest. Yeah, Shelby. I love it. Not started. That's okay if you haven't started yet. Wasting too much time on Instagram. Krista, you have the winning answer. That's exactly what it is. I want you to think about how much time you're spending on platforms like Instagram and Facebook. And you post and then it disappears and it's gone. And you reach 0.2% of your audience. Like, it's sad. It is really sad. So why blogging? You own it. You control the experience. You can use it to build authority. It's evergreen, aka it is timeless content. It can grow over time. It's a way for you to add value. It's a way for you to build your email list and for you to build credibility. Okay, so I want you just to, I hope you're taking notes. I really want you to understand why it's so important that you are building your business on something that you own and something that you can control. Because you don't own Instagram, you don't own Facebook, your account could get shut down at any moment. My mom's account got hacked. I'm like, thank God you're not an influencer with 1 million followers and you are basing your entire income off of that. So your blog, you can use it to build authority. Imagine becoming a go-to expert in your industry because of the content that you're creating. It's evergreen. Evergreen means that people can search for something and land on your blog a year, 2 years, 3 years later, and you're still able to create an experience for them and profit from those leads. And it can, like I said, it can grow over time. Who here is building their email list? I see hands raised. I see Tina's hand raised. Type email list in the chat if you were building your email list. Civil says would love to. Not sure how. Slowly, says Tina. No, but would love to. Yvette says slowly, working on it. Krista has 400. That's great. I don't know how, says Susan. I want to, but it's been confusing. Okay. So one of the biggest takeaways I want you to have during this challenge is that your business is your email list. Your business is your email list. And we'll be talking about this more throughout the challenge. Your email list is what you own and you control, and you use your blog not to make sales, which yes, you can make sales from your blog, but we use our blog to make our email list and then we market through our email list. Write that down. That was gold. We don't use our blog to make sales right then and there because most people aren't going to buy from you right when they see you, right when they find you. The chances of them buying, slim to none. It used to be 7, now it's like 18 touches before somebody sees you and then they actually buy from you. So if you're trying to make a sale off of the first time they land on your blog, you're missing out on a giant opportunity. And so we got to make sure we are building our email list with our blog, and that's the main focus. So we'll be diving into that even more over the course of our 5 days. So don't worry, you don't need to be a great writer to have success with the blog. I certainly am not. I'm sure you'll be going through my presentation or you'll go to my blog and you'll read some of my posts and be like, her grammar sucks. She has all these typos and spelling mistakes. I barely passed English in high school. You don't need to be a great writer. If you love writing, that's amazing, but you don't have to. Okay. You don't need to be tech savvy. With blogs these days, you don't have to know coding. It could be as simple as drag and drop. Okay. Civil, can we make this a full-time job? Totally. 100% you could make this a full-time job. Absolutely. Some of our Activate students, for those of you in VIP, I'll be talking to Katie in a little bit, have been able to go full-time within 6 months. Okay, so you can totally do this. Yes, yes, yes. If you don't want to make your full-time job, you don't have to. If you're like, I love my job, or I just want like a side hustle and part-time income, you can do that too. So it's your choice. Let us know in the chat, what do you want? Do you want part-time? Do you want full-time? Do you want 6 figures? Do you want to have $1 million business? What is it that you want? Marilyn, honey, you're in the VIP room right now. 6 figures, says Babette. Addition to my time for business. Okay, full-time. What does full-time look? Rebecca wants to buy a house. Susan wants $1 million business. DJ wants full-time 7 figures. Jen wants 6 figures, $1 million. 6 figures and flexibility. Yeah, because there's a big difference between having a 6-figure business where you're trading time for money and you're at the beck and call of your clients. And there's a big difference in 6 figures where you have time freedom. Yeah, flexibility. That's a big thing. Bobbin wants $1 million business. Shelby wants full-time. Freedom lifestyle. Sharon full-time. Leilani $1 million. Tisha wants independence. Yeah. Be known as an authority in my field. Susan, why is that important to you? To be known as an authority. Millions in freedom. I'm tired of working 2 jobs. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, we're going to get into vision in a second. Flexibility. Yeah. If you had that flexibility, what would you do? If you didn't have to trade time for money, what would you do? If you saw some of my Facebook Lives this past week, we've gone to the beach twice. We rented out an Airbnb for my husband's cousins that are in Senegal. One of them had a birthday party. We're like, sure, we can do that. Why not? We went to a hotel on the beach. We're able to take some time off because we can. Because we can. Like that's ultimately what I always wanted. I wanted that freedom. Visit my grandchildren, traveling with family. Yes. Retire my fiance, travel with our children. Where will you travel? Where will you go? Things are starting to open up. Hallelujah. Where are you going to go? Yeah. Rebecca wants to read and log dog walks. Yes. Virginia, I'm so sorry for your loss. And that will be incredible when you can work from home. Yep. So here's what I know. I've learned so much from the man, Tony Robbins, is that success leaves clues. So Tony said, long ago, I realized that success leaves clues and that people who produce outstanding results do specific things to create those results. And I believed that if I precisely duplicated the actions of others, I could reproduce the same quality of results that they had. And that's what you're doing here. I'm sharing the clues. Okay? Because you can get where you want to go 10 times faster, 100 times faster when you have that mentor and that guide that can show you the way, as opposed to trying to piece together 1 million different YouTube videos and podcast episodes that are probably outdated. So during this challenge, I'll be teaching you my 4-step framework that I teach within Activate. So we're going to plan, present, profit, and passive. Because I don't know about you, who wants to not have to trade time for money? Type freedom in the chat if you want that freedom. Yeah. Because a lot of times people say, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to have my own business, but then they're stuck trading time for money with clients. And then they're working 80 hours a week, hustling to pay all the bills and all the things that need to happen. Yeah, freedom is everything. So, why are you here? I want us to journal this out right now, and then this will be a part of your homework. Why are you here? Why this challenge? Why blogging? You can let me know in the chat, and then I want you to spend some time today actually journaling this out. Why now? Why is now the time? You could have said, I'm busy, I'll do it later. But who knows? Later never happens. You put things off until later, and then it's like 10 years go by and you wonder, what happened? Why now? Why this challenge? Why blogging? Make it work for my new real estate business. It feels right. It feels like it's the right time. I have a lot of content, want to reach a new audience, to get better with my blog in order to make an impact. Why now? Why this challenge? I'm too old for manual labor. Yeah. Now, because my hubby's looking to retire, justice issues of our current time. This is the best time, not tomorrow. Yes. I have a beautiful message to share with others. Don't want to be at the same level anymore. Ready to level up. Yeah. How many of you've been at the same level for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Tina, I see your hand raised. When is it where you're going to say enough is enough? Like, now is my time. Tina, now is your time. Yes, now is your time. You're in the right place at the right time. The time is now. Heck yes. I believe in you. I believe this will help me. Now is my time. Yes. Yes, now is my time. I'm ready to leave my 9 to 5. Yep. I want to retire. I'm unemployed. When one door opens, another one opens. Yes. Same level for 3 years. Now is the time. Now. I want everyone, I see a few of you, now is the time. And now is my time in the chat. Now is my time. Not next year. You have everything within you to make this happen now. Not tomorrow. Not a year from now. Not 5 years from now, 10 years from now. How many of you know that 5 years can go by like this? Like, the older I get, the more I realize that, man, I need to treat every day like gold, because days go by like this. A decade could go by like this. I look back, my husband and I have been married for a decade, and I'm like, how did this happen? How did this happen? So why now? Why this challenge? Why blogging? Why are you committed to following through? Why are you committed to following through? You're not just interested. Anyone can show up and be interested. Why are you committed? You're committed to making this happen no matter what. Why are you committed? Who are you fighting for? You need to have that why, that strong why. Who are you fighting for? Back when we were broke as a joke, I was pushing TJ in the stroller, going from pawn shop to pawn shop, trying to sell anything out of our house to get our bank account out of the negative. And I remember going to some, like, every single pawn shop, and they'd be like, yeah, this is like costume jewelry. This isn't worth anything. Sorry. And I just kept being turned down and turned down. And I remember just looking at him, and I was like, man, like, I'm getting emotional. I can't raise you in this environment. Like, I refuse to raise you in this environment. I was fighting for him. Who are you fighting for? You got to make it bigger than you. Who are you fighting for? Yes. Susan says, I'm fighting for myself. Amazing. Myself. Yep. Fighting for my freedom. I don't want to live and stay mediocre. I want to be extraordinary. My family. Yes. Empower people. My mom. L. Grace, why is it so important that you fight for your mom? DJ, why is it so important that you fight for yourself? Jody, why is it so important that you fight for your family? Tina, I love that you want to take care of your parents. Yes. Erin says, my kids, my family, my extended family. Jennifer, how will it feel when you're able to give to your extended family? Like, I want you to imagine that you're successful. Like, act as if you're already successful and you're able to give to them. My mother-in-law, she has a dream of going to Lourdes in France. She's like the strongest Catholic woman I've ever met in my life. And she has the Catholic channel on where they're in Lourdes, and it's where like all these miracles happen. It's beautiful. And part of my dream is, when COVID opens up, taking her there, because the look on her face, it's going to feel so amazing to be able to give to her in that way. So who are you fighting for? And when you're successful, not if, when, I want everything that you're doing, you're acting as if. Like if it's already happened. I created a message for our Activate students this morning, and I told them everything that you should do should be acting with the belief of it's already done. Like I hired a wealth manager before we had a lot of money in the bank. He probably thought we were nuts, but I'm like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I'm acting as if. So when you are successful, how will you impact the world? When, not if. When you are successful, how will you impact the world? What is like something that's near and dear to your heart? Is it child trafficking? Is it the homeless? Is it orphans? Is it education? My husband and I started a nonprofit here in Senegal, and I'm just looking at all the boys that are walking around without shoes on their feet. They're my son's age. They're not in school. They're walking around just begging for money. And I'm thinking, wow, how can we impact them? Hannah wants to teach others. Rebecca wants to help with mental health, adoption, foster care, special needs. Yes. Animal abuse. Oh man. I got our dog Zozo at the shelter and he was abused. He's 8. I got him when I was pregnant with my son. He's still skittish. Like he got the crap beaten out of him. When I got him, he would have died if I didn't pick him up. Like he was so skinny. Same animals from shelters. Yes. So I want you to take the time today when we're done, and I really want you to journal on this, and I want you to write out and just like, don't even think about it. Just let pen, paper go. When I'm successful, I will X, and just let it go. Let it rip. What will you do? What does your perfect day look like? Will you be able to buy your dream home? Will you be able to give a car away? When we were able to give away our car to our in-laws, when before we were driving in some really junky cars that shook really bad. It's like, this probably isn't safe to drive. When we were able to give away a car, man, that felt good. Right? I want you to journal it out. Brain injury, family support, education, dream home. Marilyn, what will be in the dream home? Get really specific. What will it look like? What will it feel like? Yes. And what I believe in my core is that the more money you make, the greater impact you can have. So I want you to imagine you're making the 6 figures, the $1 million, how much you'll be able to give back. And I want you to start today and start small. Tony Robbins says if you won't give a dime out of $1, you won't give $1 million out of 10 million. I remember when my husband lost his job, and I was in grad school getting my master's in social work at the time. And I was just thinking like, oh, I don't know what we're going to do because I'm not making any money. He lost his job. And the first thing, my first instinct was to give. And so I went online and we sponsored a Baby with Compassion International. And we've been sponsoring Babies with Compassion. I got to meet one of them when I was living in Kenya. And so I want you to think, how could you start today? How could you give today? And then what will that impact look like as your income grows? Giving free education to unfortunate kids. I love it. What will that look like? And what's your legacy? I want you to journal on this too and tell us in the chat, what do you want your legacy to be? Your legacy is every single life you have touched. Every life you've touched. And when you build your business, you're going to be able to touch people's lives that you didn't even realize. I had a podcast interview with somebody, and he was worked with one of our Activate students, and he told me, I never met him before. He was like, you changed my life because of that thing that you taught Danielle. So the impact, the ripple effect that you get to make, what is that legacy that you're leaving? To know that anything is possible, to show that you can dream through my story. Yes, yes, yes. Lisa says that I cared for people. Yes. So your first step, Why do you want a profitable blog? And what does that look like to you? And I want you to get specific. I want you to get really, really specific. Why do you want a profitable blog and what does that look like? I don't want you to say, because I want to make more money. How much exactly and for what reason? How much and for what? Do you want to make an extra $5,000 a month so you can pay for the bills? Or do you want to make an extra $10,000 a month? Do you want to have $20,000 a month? What does that look like? Specifically. Very specifically. What is that number for you? $25,000 a month. Amazing. And your vision. A year from now. We talked about a year from now. That goes by fast. A year goes by like boom. Where do you want to be? $25,000 a month, retire my husband, $100,000 a month, make other people's dreams come true, $60,000 a year, $20,000 per month. I want my income to be unlimited. $5,000 a month to start would be amazing. $5,000 per month. Yeah. So if you see some people saying they want to make $20,000 a month and your brain cannot fathom that amount, I want you to know that I was there too. Rebecca's like, I don't even see how that's possible. When I first started my business, my goal was $500 a week. That was my big goal. And when I reached that, I started to build confidence and belief in myself that, okay, what if I tried $1,000 a week? So then I tried $1,000 a week. And when I hit that, I'm like, okay, why don't I do $2,000 a week? And then when I hit that, I kept going up. And when we had our first $100,000 month, I was like, I think I need to start dreaming bigger. But it started small. It started small. So if you see people and they're like, I'm going to make 6 figures, 7 figures, and you just cannot wrap your mind around that, start where you are. And as you start to build, like your confidence will increase. 5K a month and keep going. Yeah. A year from now, $100,000 a year. Amazing. And I want you just to imagine that anything's possible. 5 years from now, where do you want to be? 5 years from now. 5 years can go like boom. Where do you want to be? You could be anywhere. You could do anything. What is that vision for you? 30K a month on a beach drinking margaritas. When I was creating my vision back when I started my first business, I wrote down some really crazy stuff. Like, I want to move to France. I didn't know how it would happen, but I just thought it would be cool. That happened. Let me see if I can actually, I have a photo album called Vision Board, and I put in there some of the things that have already happened to show myself, hey, you already created this. Like, this is pretty cool. You can do anything. I put in there, I want to win money for losing weight. Like, I'm so grateful that I won money for losing weight. I won $500 in the Beachbody Challenge, baby. I thought that would be, like, I got that check in the mail, and I'm like, that is amazing. I wrote on my vision, like, I'm in a top-rated infomercial. Did I have any idea how that would happen? No, but there I am filming the 21 Day 6 infomercial with Sagi Kalev. So cool. So cool. So I want you to understand anything is possible. And when you're dreaming, it doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to know how. I'd rather you not know the how. And I want you to think, what do I want? Why do I want it? And then you'll figure out the how. So write this down. What do I want? Why do I want it? And don't even think about the how right now. We'll worry about the how later. I just want you to get crystal clear. What do you want? Why do you want it? Shannon wants to travel around the USA, see all the parks before they're gone, be financially sound doing it, choosing to be a nomad. I love it. And starting animal sanctuary. Yes. Ooh, I love Kim, the gemstone tours all around the world. Yes. Yes. A retreat center. I love it. And I want you to imagine 5 years from now, anything's possible. Fly first class for the first time in my life. It's awesome. And wouldn't you know that on my vision board album that I have here, I've got a lot of cool things, but one of them is first class. I love flying business class, but it's very expensive when you have 2 children with you internationally. And at this point, I cannot justify spending 15 grand per time we go back to America. But we will get to a point where we can just do it because it's no big deal. So, what do you want? Why do you want it? Okay? And I want you to imagine anything's possible. So we probably won't, I want you to again spend some time digging into this later today. And I want you just to journal. What do you want? Why do you want it? And what I want you to do right now is actually close your eyes and put your hands on your heart. Eyes closed. Those in VIP, I see you. Eyes closed, hands on heart. And I want you to imagine that your vision has happened. It's a year from now, and you've been able to make the 6-figure business. You've been able to donate to the animal shelters. You've been able to feed the homeless. You've been able to do the things on your vision because you are 100% capable and you are made for more. You were put on this planet to make an impact, and I want you to see the lives that you were able to transform because you said yes to showing up for you. You said yes to your future, and you didn't give up on yourself. And I want you to take inspired action and know that anything is possible. I want you to feel what it feels like when you're able to retire your husband, when you're able to give back to your in-laws, when you're able to send your kids to the fancy school. What does it feel like? And I want you to see it and experience it and to know that it's already done. All you need is within you. And now you get to show up and stay committed and take inspired action. Open your eyes with a smile on your face and know that it's already done, that you get to create that vision. You get to hold the vision and trust the process. So I want you, now that you have your vision, I want you to think what might get in the way of you showing up for yourself this week so we can create a game plan around it. Mindset. What might get in the way? Might you all of a sudden get busy? Time, distractions, fear, procrastination, fear. Yeah. Fear of what? Consistency. Yeah. So what I want you all to do right now, we all have this little device right here. Open up Google Calendar. I have my life in Google Calendar. Every day, 11 a.m. Eastern, I want it on your calendar with an alarm. So you know, who here knows if it's not on the calendar, it's not happening. I put an alarm for, yes, Tina, I love it. I put an alarm for every single thing that needs to happen in my life because if I don't, it doesn't happen. Like I have to write things down. So good. I love that some of you already have in your calendar. Do that now. Because otherwise, don't you know, you'll be changing a poopy diaper and then it'll be 11:30. You'll be like, oh, crap, I missed 30 minutes. Oh, well, it's too late now. What's the point? How many of you have had that conversation? Yeah. Okay. So it's already on the calendar. Brittany, I have 3 reminders, day before, 20 minutes, and time of. I love it. I love it. So the fear of what? What might get in the way? What distractions? What do you need to do to make sure that you show up for you, your vision, and you're 100% committed for this week? What might get in the way? And I always want you to think, like, I have the vision, but what could show up that might derail me? And what do you need to do? Self-doubt. Okay. And when you have that voice of self-doubt, what can you do to get over it so you just show up anyways? My 9 to 5 is in the way. Yeah. So you get to show up for the recording on some days. An unclear goal. Shannon, so you're in VIP, so we can work together to make sure you have a clear goal and a clear vision. Life sometimes. Kim says it's beautiful weather. I hate being indoors when it's gorgeous outside. Could you download Zoom on your phone and bring us out there with you and create a both and so you could still be outside? Imposter syndrome, Virginia. Yes, that's huge. Who here has imposter syndrome? I think everyone, like I've interviewed some incredible people on the She's Making an Impact podcast. If you're not subscribed, I highly suggest you go check it out. I've had Dean Graziosi, Olympic gold medalist. You'll meet Susanna, Emmy award winners, and pretty much all of them have had imposter syndrome. And so how did they get to where they are? They showed up anyways. They did it anyways. Yeah. Oh, Michelle posted our podcast. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. And why you're stuck. Okay. So we talked imposter syndrome. How many of these resonate with you? Course hopping. How many of you have bought a course, did a module? Yep, Tina, I see your hand raised with a lot of these. Course hopping. I want you to stop course hopping, and I don't want you to buy another course without asking me for permission. Okay? Do we have a deal? I'm going to help you save so much money. Okay. Do not buy another course, please, for the love. Excuses, lack of focus or distraction, procrastination, lack of strategy, lack of coaching, trying to do it on your own and not knowing what the heck you're doing. So you end up spinning in circles, getting nowhere fast. Imposter syndrome, thinking you're not good enough, when in reality, you are incredible and you just need to show up as you are because you don't have to be perfect. I'm really hoping that you're seeing me make a lot of mistakes during this 5-day challenge so you can see she's a hot mess a lot of the times. If she can do it, I can do it. Okay? I really want you to see that. And thinking, who am I to teach? I think we've all had that. And brain fog. Ooh, Shannon, you should listen to my podcast. Oh my goodness. I'll find it. Oh, hold on. Now I need to find it for you. Okay, Tanessa Shears. So you need to find, Michelle, can you post my podcast with Tanessa Shears? Because she talks about brain fog and energy with entrepreneurship. Lack of focus that leads to course hopping. It can be lonely being a business owner, but it doesn't have to be. Kim, you need a tribe. You need a tribe. If you're trying to build your business on your own and venting to friends and family and asking friends and family for advice, they're going to think you're crazy for investing X amount of dollars to do something. Like if I were to tell some of my friends and family that aren't entrepreneurs that we made $100,000 in a month, or we did a $150,000 launch, or I spent $50,000 on a mentor, they would look at me like, are you insane? Like they don't get it because they're not entrepreneurs. So you have to surround yourself with other entrepreneurs, okay? Hannah, how much experience did you have of Pinterest before you started teaching it? A couple of years, and I didn't have any testimonials. When you first start, you are your own best testimonial, okay? So I want you to take massive action, and I want you to do something that's going to get you a little bit uncomfortable. Let me move the chat or VIPers. How can I move you? Yoink, put you over here. Okay. I want you to go live inside of our Facebook group. And if I said that and you're like, oh, crap, good. Good that I picked the right challenge for you to do. I want you to get uncomfortable. I want you to go live 2 minutes or less. You can 100% do it 2 minutes or less. And I want for you to share, why are you 100% committed to growing a profitable blog this year? What might get in the way of you showing up powerfully for yourself this week? And when your blog is crushing it, what does that success look like? And what do you ultimately want in your life and business? And picture yourself 3 to 5 years from now. So this is what's going to be in your live video in the Facebook group. So you're going to stream live in the Facebook group. We have the settings set up where we approve the posts, and that includes live video. So you might go live and then we might approve it like an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours later. So don't freak out if you don't see it. You don't need to try to go live 5 times. Just know we're trying to prevent spammers and crazy stuff from entering our group and to protect the energy. And so just know as soon as we see it, we'll approve it, and then we'll be able to watch it and leave comments. Who's excited and committed to going live in the Facebook group? Yes, Susan. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. And when you show up and do your live video, you'll be entered into a prize to win a free month of my signature coaching program, Activate. So To enter a chance to win, you're going to go live inside of our Facebook group with the homework of the day and use the hashtag B2B Day 1. Okay? That's all you got to do. 2 minutes or less. You can 100% do that. Okay? All right. Amazing. Let me double check our Facebook group. Awesome. Love it, Susan Jane. Okay. For those of you that are in the Facebook group, we're going to stop the live stream. And for those of you in VIP, we're going to head into our VIP session. If you're in the Facebook group, I'm telling you, you're going to end up having FOMO of the VIPs of what's happening in there. So I highly suggest you jump in and join us now so you get lifetime access, all the trainings. It's just rachelandgom.com/go VIP. So you'll be able to jump in with us immediately. You'll get access right away. Okay. So can I post the questions again? Yes. And these are inside the Facebook group as well. Take a screenshot. You've got it. You've got it. Amazing. All right. So Facebook group, we're going to stop our live stream VIPers. Get ready. We're going to have some fun. Let's end broadcast.